Hi guys, welcome to the live. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm doing a little car live, trying to share my little gems, my little information. So if you are just joining, a little FYI, I probably won't be responding Hello, can you guys hear me now? If you can hear me, say something in the chat. I was literally just talking for like legit 10 minutes, and I don't know if you guys can hear me. Tina Lachey, if you can hear me, say something in the chat, because my bad. My bad. Let me know if you can hear or if I should restart the live. If you can hear me, say I can hear you in the chat, because I'm not sure if I should restart the live. Okay, yes, you can hear. Okay. I literally just talked for like legit 10 minutes and nobody heard. And I wasn't looking at my phone because I'm driving. But I'm going to restart the conversation. So this conversation is pretty much about a client. Obviously, I always get permission before I discuss their situation on a public platform. But this is about a client who called me about a friend who is in a very bad relationship, but pretty much a toxic relationship. But she constantly calls my friend with her problems, her drama, her trauma. My client supports her through all of this trauma. And most recently, the friend got mad at my client because my client basically told her she should leave the relationship and that she could no longer like support it. The girl got mad at her and was like, oh, this is my relationship. You should support me. How do you claim to be my friend if, you're not willing to kind of support my decision making? Like, at the end of the day, this is my life. These are my choices. And like, you should support me if you're really my friend. So she called me for a life coaching session, and I really had to break this down for her in this manner. I was like, please ask yourself, if somebody is bringing you their business, because she basically told the girl, mind your business, is my relationship. She made it your business. When you bring your relationship problems to people that didn't need input, like if they didn't need input your relationship, if you want your relationship to be private, if you want to stay and exist in your stupidity, then do not bring your problems to people who are not on a need to know basis about your problems. Because when you do that, you are inviting my opinion, good, bad, or indifferent, into your problems. That means you want to hear an outside perspective because you called my phone. So I told her, ask yourself. She picks up the phone, she calls you, she tells you all her business. Now you fighting with her. You emotionally irate. You got an attitude. You're about to lose a friend. And this is all because of some problems that she started in her own life. And now you have moved on to spending money. You are now calling me. You are calling me to counsel you about a friendship that has done nothing but take time away from your family, take time away from your livelihood, and emotionally drain you. And after this girl done pour all her business into you for your opinion and assessment, she now wants to tell you to mind your business and stay out of her business that she done gave to you for consumption and for opinion. Make it make sense. And I had to tell her, this is not somebody you should consider a friend, because if she would allow this man to abuse her, whether it's physical, emotional, sexual, financial, whatever the abuse is, because if you're in a toxic relationship, it's abuse. I don't care how you want to slice the pie. If she would allow this man to abuse her in one of those manners, and then she has an expectation of you as her friend to co-sign abuse, to co-sign that, to say, you're doing a great job, girl. You go ahead and stay in that bad relationship. I got your back. That's not a friend. I said, if you told her to stay in that relationship, she should not even consider you a friend. Because the only reason why a friend would tell a friend to stay in a bad relationship is because your friend wants to benefit from your emotional inferiority. She wants to benefit from your low self-esteem. She wants to benefit from your emotional dumping. She needs to feel a sense of control. This is the friend. If you enjoyed that level of toxicity, that would mean that you literally are benefiting emotionally from her pain. That somehow makes you feel superior. It makes you feel that you have a sense of control, a one-up, an upper hand. That's what that is. Otherwise, you would either say, sis, don't call my phone no more with your problems if you plan on staying with that man. You can stay with him, but don't tell me about it because I don't care and I don't want to hear it. And that's on period. Or you could say, you need to leave. Those are the two options. Any friend that's co-signing complacency and co-signing BS and co-signing you crying, co-signing you getting hurt, co-signing nonsense, saying, oh, it's somebody else's fault. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You should just support me. You my friend. You my friend. No, I'm not your friend. If I supported you being in some BS, that I'm not your friend. I am not your friend. I am a dangerous person to you, because that means you getting abused by him emotionally, physically, financially, or whatever the situation is. And now I am now co-signing that abuse, and furthermore benefiting from you calling my phone. And now she got you spending your good hard-earned money to call me to talk about this fool and her drama. Why are you spending money calling me about a friend who don't want to help herself? I'll wait. Ain't no way I'm about to lose my livelihood or my money over a friend that don't got the good common sense to help her damn self. It ain't my problem. The same way you said my relationship choices ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't my business. I need to just support. It ain't my problem. This ain't my problem. Whatever this man did to you is not my problem. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. It ain't my problem. That between you, him, and God. Like, good luck and Godspeed. Because I'm not about to sit around and let my friend do stupid shit. And I'm not going to watch. Because at the end of the day, that's not friendship. Friendship is about moving the other person forward. I don't need you in my life if you want me to be complacent. You are dangerous to me. Complacency is dangerous. It is a dangerous concept. Dangerous. Because if you are okay with me being in this bad crap, then what else kind of situation would you put me in? What else kind of situation would you put me in? So I really had to counsel her, like, girl, I'm going to need you to take a few steps back and really evaluate your friendship. Evaluate your friendship, because she called your phone. She made it your business when she picked up the phone and told you what that man was doing to her. She made it your business. Did you call her and ask her? No. She called you, which means she made it your business. She told you what was going on. She wanted your opinion. If you didn't want anybody, if she wants your opinion, then she shouldn't have never told you. And this is why I tell clients all the time, keep people out of your relationship that is not on a need-to-know basis. Unless you want to hear their opinion, and trust me, people don't forget. Just because you got over your BS with the man you was dealing with, don't mean your mama did, don't mean your sister did, don't mean your cousin did, don't mean your friends did. They don't get over it. You know why? Because they are not emotionally involved or financially involved or sexually involved with the person that you are letting play you like a fool. They are not. They don't care. When whatever you say it is what it is. If you say this man did some BS to you, then okay, you should leave him. No, stay with him. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God. Okay, so you really just called my phone and told me he did X, Y, Z, A, B, C. I told you to leave. You still with him. Now you calling my phone 2 months later, telling me he done did C, D, F, E, F, G. Make it make sense. And then when I tell you what to do, you want to get mad at me? You want to get mad at me? I ain't asked for this information. You told me. Keep it to yourself if you don't want nobody to say nothing about it. And that's on period. And now she got you spending your money. You literally are wasting your time, your energy, and now your money about something that she has told you. She has now informed you that you ain't got no business having an opinion about. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And I told her, and you should never let any friend calls you, like, you're not calling me about your own problem. I mean, I guess it is her problem. But you ain't really calling me about your problem. You're calling me to vent about your friend's problem. So now you're spending your money on a situation that really ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. For a friend who going to continue to be a fool over and over and over again. And I was like, listen, girl, I can't tell you what to do. But what I am going to tell you is the kind of friend that I am. I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to tell you twice. If I really love you, I might even tell you a third time. But after that, you on your own. You're not going to have me on the phone for an hour talking about some nonsense and really have me listening there and be like, but yeah, girl, he trying though. I mean, he doing the best he can. He trying to get his life together. I know, girl, he really do love you. Oh my God. Oh, he love you so. Oh, he loved you when he was cheating with old girl. Yes, that girl manipulated him. No. Everyone got free will. And when you abandon your free will for stupidity, then you are a dummy. And we got to start calling a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. If your friend want to be dumb, then the longer you spend time with her in the stupidity, you just gonna get dumber and dumber. Look at you calling me now. This is we're having a dumb conversation. This is literally what I told her. We're having a dumb conversation. It ain't got nothing to do with you and your family. This got to do with a friend that is toxic. She toxic. Ain't no friend about to have me messing up my livelihood and my finances over her relationship. You got to be kidding me. That ain't the kind of friend you need in your life. Period. It ain't the kind of friend you need in your life. It's dangerous. It's dangerous behavior. And her complacency is her problem. You want to stay in an abusive relationship? That's your business. All I got to do is call 800 number. You call my phone, tell me I'm black your eye, bust your lip, broke your nose. I'm gonna call the domestic violence hotline and I'm gonna give you the information. I may even call cops if the situation is serious enough, but then you on your own because people will turn on you for their relationship. And I had to tell your friend will turn on you for relationship. They will. They will. Once your friend has decided that they are in love with the idea of love, or because anybody who abusing you ain't love. You in love with the idea of love. You holding on to high faith and high hope for whatever. Like that's your business. Like do you, boo? Do you? But once my friend makes a full commitment to hold on to something that is beneath her, then what does that say about me? Like obviously you think I'm beneath you too, because now you want me to support this below average ass behavior. You really want me to support this below average ass behavior. So what you think of me and my intelligence? You're not about to insult my intelligence over a relationship that I'm not benefiting from. I ain't getting no D at night. I ain't getting no coin off this. I ain't getting nothing. All I'm getting is a headache. And now I'm spending $50 for a 30-minute session with a life coach because you done stressed me out. I'm on my lunch break talking to a life coach when I should be at work. Girl, bye. I was like, girl, goodbye. You need to exit stage left. I don't care how long you've been friends with that person. I'm not hanging around nobody who will let a man ruin her life and then want to call me and tell me about it and they don't want to do nothing about it. I said, this ain't my business. You said it wasn't my business, right? So why you making my business? You made it my business because you don't want advice. You want sympathy. You want sympathy and you want to like be the victim because you can't be the victim in your own relationship, right? Because when the man is cheating on you and you tolerating it, you don't think for a second that man is sitting here thinking, oh, you ain't the victim. You are a willing participant. You know exactly who I am. I showed you who I was. You didn't believe me. You stayed around. You kept with me. You was like, girl, you told me you was with the shits. You was with the shits. So since you can't be the victim in your relationship, you want to be the victim in the friendship. I'm good off that. I'm absolutely good off that. You could take your little victim mindset and you could go ahead and kick that cool, kick it in the cut. Because I'm not with it. I don't got no time for it. Return to sender. The chat. I'm not responding because I'm driving. But I'm gonna pull over for a second to respond. What is she? Verena says, I'd rather have a friend to account. Like I, I really be having to educate my clients. Like if you are in a bad relationship, you see the red flag. Fine. You want to stay in a bad relationship? Stay in a bad relationship. That's your business. Don't tell me about it because I don't want to hear it. I cannot. However, at least be strategic about being in that bad relationship. If you have hope that this person's going to change, they're going to get better, they're going to do better, they're going to move better, you have hope for all of that, cool. But at least be strategic about it. Do not tie yourself flag, and you like you trying so hard to score points, still running. The whistle on way into the deep end with her problems. Like she got a lot of problems. You know what I mean? And now she's involving you beyond your emotional capacity into her problems. And you don't have no boundaries no more. Like you've lost your common sense in the situation because she got you so wrapped up in this. She got you so wrapped up in this that now look where you are. Like this is not okay. So sometimes you gotta let your friends be stupid on their own. You just gotta let them be stupid on their own. Um, can't hear you. Can you guys hear me now? Um, shoot. I pulled over, I guess, in a low quality area. Can you guys hear me now? Shoot. Uh, can you guys hear me? I can't tell if anybody still hear me. The last thing that says you can hear me. I wasn't looking at the chat because I am legit driving. Can you guys hear me? I guess I pulled over in a relatively low quality area. Okay, I got a thumbs up. I was talking for a minute, so I'm not sure what you heard or didn't hear. Hopefully it didn't go out too bad because I was talking for a good little minute. But all right, I think I have better reception now, so I'm gonna pull over again. Um, when I have a chance. But yeah, no, I was just basically saying, like tying yourself up. Some people just want sympathy. That's crazy. What's the last thing you guys heard? Because I don't want to repeat myself. So if can y'all tell me what the last thing you heard me talking about? Because I don't know when I went out of reception. I know you're saying you can hear me, but Verena, what's the last thing you heard me say? Because I'm going in and out. So I'm trying to get an idea of what's the last thing y'all heard me say before I go back into my my zone of what I was saying. Let's see. I'd rather have a friend to keep. Oh, that was like old. You were talking about your friend having mental drain due to her friend's issues. Oh, I don't went more way past that. I hope you guys heard. But did y'all hear me talking about the whole like sharing of assets and like ignoring the red flags? I'm not sure, but I was basically saying that when you are a woman and you're in a emotionally draining or emotionally toxic relationship and you see all of these red flags and you continue running to score a point, like I am focused, I'm just going to score this point and I'm going to ignore the fact that the referee is throwing flag on a play. I'm just going to keep running. You got to be very careful as a woman doing that. You know, I had this the girl was telling me so much of what was going on in this girl's life, and she was like, the guy is just like a piece of crap guy, but she's tying up her assets with this guy. They got joint bank accounts, all kind of stuff, and they are not married. And I had to tell her, you know, if my friend calls me and tells me about her toxic relationship, her draining relationship that she um wants to get out of, it is my obligation as a friend to support you in exiting that situation. It is not my obligation as a friend to co-sign it. It's not. So if my friend comes to me and she's like, look, I understand that my situation is bad. I understand that I made some poor choices. I understand that like it's beyond my control. Like the situation is bad. As a friend, I'm going to be there to support you on that exit strategy. Like, okay, well, you're in a bad situation. What's like, how do we get out of it? And she was like, the girl has assets tied up with this dude. And so she feels like she kind of stuck. And I'm like, I tell women all the time, you want to stay in a bad relationship, a toxic relationship, fine, do you, boo, but do not tie yourself financially to somebody who has consistently shown you that they cannot be dependent on for commitment. Like, that's what cheating is all about at a very fundamental level. At a very fundamental level, I want people to know that like cheating is not about, it's about the act itself. It is like when you cheat, okay, cool, you slept with somebody else. But if you pull back the layers of the onion of cheating, like what exactly is going wrong in the relationship? Like what's going wrong? It's a person's inability to commit. If you can't commit to a monogamous relationship, how am I going to now expect you to commit to anything that has to do with financial security? You can't even make the most basic commitment that actually requires nothing of you but your mental capacity and your willpower. It doesn't require you to have a job. I mean, yes, relationships, you need money to survive, but really think about a monogamous relationship. What is required? Time, willpower, and resistance. That's it. It don't require you to spend $1. It is actually, it seems like it's fundamentally the easiest thing to commit to. It doesn't require anything of you but your time. If you cannot commit to giving me your time exclusively, your body exclusively, you expect me to trust that you could commit to any sort of financial obligation with me, that you are going to honor any sort of financial obligation with me. Any, whether it's a car loan, whether it's a house, whether it's a joint bank account, I would not trust you with any of that. You break a commitment, that means you will break all commitments. Now my account getting overdrawn. Now you ain't paying your bills on time. Now we got the repo man calling. Like, it's gonna hit the fan real quick, real quick. And now you, as the financial breadwinner of the situation, you're the financial breadwinner of the situation. You can't get out of it. You cannot. When you put somebody as a joint account holder on your bank account, the only way to get that person off is to have them legally walk into the bank and say, please remove me from this account. However, that person can walk into the bank and take every dollar out of your account with no permission or consent from you. Every single dollar. They could bankrupt you. And the bank will literally cut them a check because they are a joint account holder. So it's easy to get in, but it's very hard to get out. Very hard to get out. Same thing with a car. You co-sign on a car with somebody, they stop making the payments. What's going to happen? The repo man is going to go after the co-signee and the co-signer. You are equally obligated for the debt, even though you have not benefited from the use of that asset. Same thing with a house. You get a house with somebody, you the one who took out the mortgage. You put this person on the mortgage as a co-signer, or you took the house out of your name, but you put the person on the deed because a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. And now you got this person on the deed of your house, but you financially, you are the financial, you paying for the asset. This person just benefiting from it, but no financial obligation to it. So when the deal go bad or it hit the fan, you got to pay. The bank coming for you. It's you that's filing short sale, chapter 11, or whatever the situation. And that person going to walk away scot-free. When you want to sell that house, you need that person's legal permission to get rid of that asset. And they could stonewall you. You could break up with this person tomorrow, and they could be like, cool, I ain't taking my name off the deed. And you literally would need to go to the court to take their name off of your home. It's just like, I had to tell her, like, your friend is in the deep end. She in the deep of the shit. She in the thick of it. She is in the thick of her stupidity. And at the end of the day, it's time for you to exit. It's time for you to pack it on up and roll it out because she in the thick of it. And you know, so into the thick of it, like it's over for her because she has made a series of irresponsible decisions. And now she's pulling you into her irresponsibility because now you on the phone with me. Why are we on the phone? Why are we on? How does her problems stop your money? They don't, but they stop your time. They stop your time and your attention from your family. Why? Like, that's not a friend you need in your life. She has already demonstrated her incompetence. And so by you associating with yourself with her, you might start making some incompetent decisions. Stupidity is contagious. It's contagious. It is absolutely contagious. It is contagious. What did you say? Right. Once commitment is broken, everything is done for. Now, should not everything I'm not investing in someone who doesn't invest. Absolutely. And I think you brought up a good point, Verena. Oh, no, Tina. When you said wake up Black women, I think that there is, unfortunately, you know, Black women are like the leading population of breadwinners. Like Black women out earn Black men is a statistical fact. That's like a thing. But just because you out earn the person that you are in a relationship with does not mean you need to validate their masculinity by giving them your financial security. This is why I tell women I am a huge supporter of prenups. I am like, whether the man want one or the woman want one, I am a huge supporter of prenups because you could trust people, but like trust gotta be it's consistent. Like how much am I really about to trust you? Like what, like where we going with this? Where we going with this? You gotta be able to show me some real reasons why I should trust you. Like real reasons. Like you I'm not with it. I'm not with the boyfriend, giving the boyfriend all that you got. I'm not with none of that. I would never support anything like that. And period. Never. Never. Because that's how you get screwed. You get screwed. And then that man will start doing what he wants to do and popping babies in you. And now instead of giving you a ring, he's just giving you more and more kids and more problems. Like, I'd be terrified of that. Like, reproductive abuse is a real thing. Nobody wants to talk about it. I'd be terrified. Like, girl, you want to stay in a toxic relationship, cool. Get on birth control and keep yourself financially independent. If you want to limit your toxicity to something you can get out of, don't have no kids with that man and do not tie up your assets or with that man. Period. Period. Because if you wake up one day and you look at your life and you say, I'm done with this. I'm done with this whirlwind. I'm done with this cyclone. I'm done with it. You can walk out the door. You can walk out the door. When you got kids and assets, you cannot. You are stuck. It's a lot to unwind. It's a lot to unwind. So I just had to tell her, like, is this the kind of friend you want in your life? Because she got you pretty stressed. And that stress that you feeling in your life, you're going to take that home to your man, to your kids, to your job, and it ain't going to work out well for you. You going to now find yourself in serious shit dealing behind her BS. You on your lunch break. Like, you are on your lunch break. What would you be doing if you wasn't on the phone with me? That's what I told her. What would you be doing if you wasn't on the phone with me? I'll wait. She got you on the phone with me, and she's still with that fool. Bye, girl. Bye. What did you say? I bought my house before I was married. You think I put someone in on my deed? Heck no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. And I mean, some states are like community property states. So if you in a state like, you know, a lot of states are community property states, and if you in one of them states and you married, you have to put the person on the deed or whatever. But if I'm single, there's no way I'm letting somebody take my financial independence. No way. No way. That I'm not married to. No way. It's completely off the table. Like, there's a table, that ain't on it. Everything shall remain separate. You keep your cash over there, I keep my cash over there. And because they can walk into the bank and take everything. Literally take everything. And you know what happens when you want to go and prove that you have financial ties to somebody? You know what they asking for? Bank statements, deed of records. They asking for documents like that. If you got somebody that you are no longer that you don't trust, because at the end of the day, if this person treats you like crap, you shouldn't trust them. Like, You don't really like, you trust them? Okay, cool. You want to bring them and give them access to all the things that they could use to destroy you financially. Like literally financial ruin can set in. All for just bank statements, deed, knowing your social security number, copy of your driver's license. You can destroy somebody with a few pieces of paper. And when you go to court and then you say, oh, no, is that your signature? Is this really your deed? We pulled this from well, you could destroy somebody. You put somebody on your home, they could literally take out a home equity line of credit against your house. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I had a friend like that. I had to protect my mental, emotional energy. It became exhausting. I told her I can't. I choose me right now. Girl, absolutely. Absolutely. I have had many conversations with my friends and they'd be like, oh, so what do you think about such and such still being with such and such? And I'd be like, I gave up. I gave up. It's above me now. It's with Christ. It ain't with me no more. It's with Christ. I'm going, that's above me. Like, I cannot because all of that stuff will ruin you. It'll ruin you. It'll ruin you. And especially as a black woman, like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, stunting and like being with a man who's accomplished and successful and has things to himself. Like, I get it. That is something to be desired. It's aspirational. Like, I get that. That lifestyle is aspirational. Black people winning is super aspirational. I support it. I'm with it. But you cannot do stuff like that with the wrong person. You can't build with the wrong person because you're building something on a very weak foundation. Like, you're not pouring concrete, baby girl. You are pouring sand mixed with water, but you forgetting the rest of the ingredients because in order to make concrete, you need sand, you need water, and you need rock. And guess what rock is? A solid. You need something solid to pour a solid foundation. You need something solid. If you are making a foundation with somebody with sand and water, it's going to be weak and it's going to crumble. It may look good. It may look good. You know how you have those YouTube videos where you have people in Dubai be making like castles out of sand and it looks all cool and decked out. But then one strong wind, the whole shit falls down. Don't build. You want to make concrete, you need strong foundation. That means you need rock. Hate to break it to you. And without something solid, something you could depend on, something that's not easily broken, something that's not easily swayed, you done. You're building a very, you girl, Bob. Like, and I'm not going to be a friend and stick around for that. I'm just not. Like, I'm not going to support my friend being stupid. I'm not. And I'm not going to make it so that it's okay. Because that's not okay. That's teaching very poor values for yourself and for your friend, for her kids, for your kids. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, what part of the game do we not, like, tell people it's okay to walk away? Like, what part of the game is that? Like, sis, look at your shit. Like, write it all down and like read it back to yourself. Because I always encourage clients to do that. I'm like, I know what you're saying to me. Like, it's easy to kind of forget what you're saying because you're emotionally charged right now and you might be overwhelmed. But I always ask my clients to literally write it down and read it back to yourself. Like, is this what you like? If you were to be going tomorrow and somebody had to publish an article about your life, like it was going to go public, like in the paper, would you be okay with being in this relationship? Like, would you be okay with reading your story back and being like, yes, I did great things. Yes, I that was a great relationship to stay in. Yes, I was right. Yes. Like, you would be like, hallelujah. Like, this is me. This is my story. No, you wouldn't. If you read that back, if you was reading a book about your own life, you would be like, this is dumb. And if you was reading a book about your friend's life, you would be flipping the pages like, oh, this juicy. That's all you would be saying. You wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, girl, I'm so happy she stayed. No, you would be reading it like a juicy telenovela, like a salacious novel. It's not normal behavior. So stop calling it. You can't call her your friend. Stop calling people your friend if you co-sign they dumb shit. That ain't friendship. It ain't friendship. Okay? It ain't. Also, if you piss out the whole world, don't expect people to have an opinion, some embarrass somebody. Absolutely. Like, don't. That's why I told her, I'm like, when the girl told her, got mad at her because at this point, I guess it was getting contentious between them. She was like, honestly, it really ain't none of your business who I lay down with. Like, I get it. I know I come to you for advice and I tell you what's going on in my life. But at the end of the day, only I'm sleeping with him. Only I'm gonna have to deal with whatever go on. Like, it's my life to live. I was like, that's the point where I would have hung up the phone. Right there at that moment, click, you would have heard nothing but a dial tone. We're sorry. The person you were speaking to is no longer available. Why? Because you made this my business when you picked up the phone and called me. You made it my business. That was our business. Because you told me. I need to know. Keep that over there. You don't want my opinion, keep it over there. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Nobody put a gun in nobody's head and made her call your phone and tell you what her boyfriend did to her. Nobody. That was her choice. Oh, Crystal, I was just on a whole tangent. You would probably have to rewind the live, but I'm about to go and get me something to eat. I got a lunch date, not with no other man, a business lunch date. Because your girl is out here collecting a coin, okay, a real one, and assets, real ones too. Okay, so thank you guys for everybody who checked into the live. As always, my life coaching services, my resume writing services, career coaching services are always available. www.gltcareer.com if you are interested in the session. Otherwise, thank you for stopping in. If you want to join the membership, join the membership. I definitely want to start doing members only lives so we get raw and real and I can use a lot more profanity because I be wanting to go in and I can't go in the way I want to go in. Crystal, right? On period. We collect coin around here. We level up, okay? We collect coin. We get in normal relationships that are healthy and that benefit us, okay? Thank you guys for everybody who's stopping in, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.